Hey everyone, it's Sean here, your guide to Warcraft, and I'm coming back at you with another Falcosaur mount guide. I haven't done one of these since the Sharp Talon and the Snow Feather, because the Dire Beak and the Bloodgazer sadly have been gated behind two bosses in Nighthold, and at the time of recording this video, Nighthold is just released this week, and I've killed the relevant bosses, so I'm going to start off with the Bloodgazer, and we're going to be running through the full quest chain. Now, once you've killed the Matriarch in Azuna, you want to find the orphaned Bloodgazer in between these rocks who should spawn. Now, you want Azunian berries, which you can purchase off food vendors in the Broken Isles. I'd recommend just buying it from Dalaran before you head here. And then once you've spoken to the orphaned Bloodgazer, he will become a battle pet for you. Now, each Falcosaur pet will award one daily quest per day, but you can log over multiple ults at level 110 and do more than one a day as a way around the system that still apparently works. Now, the first quest he's going to give you is he's going to want you to go to the Exodar Inn, a place I can't say I've been before, and I guess there's a first time for everything. Now, the second quest he's going to give you is you have to kill 3 mana fiends with your Bloodgazer hatchling up by the ley ruins at the top of Azuna here. Now, there's 2 different types of mana fiends, which is what confused me. I was killing them, I wasn't getting credit, I was like, what's going on here? Turns out there's 2 very similar pets with the exact same name, just a little slight detail in their name which might confuse you, but these sort of spawn in different intervals, so don't worry if it's not giving you credit. I panicked as well when I was recording this a couple of months ago. Now, the next quest, you have to complete 5 world quests in Azuna. Pretty simple, you just complete 5 world quests in Azuna. Make sure your Bloodgazer hatchling is out when you complete the world quest for quest credit. And the next quest, we have to complete 3 pet battle world quests. Now, this is going to step it up a bit, but the world quests for pet battles, they're not really too tough unless you're doing it with all one specific type. As long as you have the Bloodgazer on your team, and there is also always 3 pet battle world quests up every single day, so you're not going to run out of pet battle world quests for the day. Don't worry about that, and they're not too hard to beat either. Now, moving on to our next step, we have to complete 1 rare elite world quest with our hatchling out. Make sure your hatchling is out when you get the kill, so that you do get credit for the kill. Now, the only problem with these is that these don't occur too often, once every couple of days, and when they appear, I often prioritize them over the rest of the world quests, just because they often give better rewards. So hopefully you haven't done all of them, and you still have 1 available to do for your Falcosaur pet. Now, once you've done that, we're going to have to defeat another 3 pets in Azuna. Now, these are the King Feathers. Now, these aren't hard to beat, they're more hard to find. If you don't know Azuna too well, they're pretty tough to find as they're kind of up on the top of a cliff. Now, if you go to where I am on the map now, you will find this little pathway up here. You don't honestly ever need to go up here for any world quests, for nothing. The only thing I've ever done up here, I believe, is 1 Brimstone, so I lie, there is a world quest, and there is also a first aid sort of quest that takes you up here. But when you get to the top, once you find the path, it's a straight path to the top, and these are going to be sort of flying around. And again, there is 2 different types. There's the King Feathers and there's another one, so don't let it confuse you when you run into 2 different types of birds that don't reward credit. And that'll be that step done. Moving on to our next step, we have to now defeat 3 PvP world quests. Now, I would advise just doing the towers, they're quick, there's no actual PvP that happens in them, you just beat 3 towers a day. Now, I had a bug when I did this one, it gave me credit for the quest just beating 1 tower, so you might get lucky, that might happen to you. Just make sure that he's out again, as always, make sure your hatchling is out when you do complete the world quest to get credit, as there is only a limited amount per day. Now, here we have to get a purple blossom. Now, this is where you get the toy. Now, each Falcosaur does reward a toy halfway through, so you just want to talk to the flower vendor in Dalaran, spend 3 gold on some flowers, give it to your Falcosaur pet as your daily quest, and then as a reward you get a toy, and he also rewards you with more gold than what you actually spent on buying the toy. This Falcosaur is apparently loaded with cash. Anyway, moving on to the next one, we have to now defeat another 3 pets in Azuna, but the catch is now that we have to defeat it with our Bloodgazer hatchling and 2 more flying pets. So this is going to make it a bit harder if you don't have too many pets in your range. So you want to go to pet families, uncheck all, and then just check flying, and you can see what flying pets that you have available or which ones you've leveled up. So to make sure that you now have a team of your Bloodgazer and 2 other flying pets, and they're down here, and they're not hard to find, they're everywhere, so don't worry, they're not difficult to beat. Obviously, world pets on their own, they're not hard. It's just a matter of just hoping that you actually have more than a couple of flying pets just to utilize, but at this stage it's not really a problem either way. Now, next on the list we have our dungeon quest. We have to now defeat Serpentrix in the Eye of Ashara dungeon. So, just queue for a heroic, whatever's quickest for you, and make sure that you have your Bloodgazer hatchling out when you kill him. Now, here, I wasn't with the best group in the world. I almost died, and obviously if I would have died, I wouldn't have got credit because it would have killed me and my hatchling would have been dismissed. Thankfully for me, I didn't die, and I was able to get credit, because otherwise I really didn't want to run this dungeon twice. Now, next up we have to defeat 3 fell spiders in Azuna using 2 other critter pets along with our hatchling. So again, we're going to go to our pet family tab, uncheck all, and we're going to select critter pets and make sure that you have at least 2 other critter pets that you can take with you to get credit for this. Now, we're going to be going to Faranar here, and they are just all over the island. I found a lot of them, but I couldn't find many that I could battle with. Maybe it was just an unlucky day for me. But otherwise, it's really no problem beating these. They're everywhere. Again, just make sure your Bloodgazer's on your team with 2 critters and you should be alright. Now we have the raid quest. This is the quest for Nighthold. This is the one that I got stuck on for a while because obviously it's gated behind Nighthold. So day 1 of Nighthold, I went in there, and for the Bloodgazer, you only have to kill the first boss. So this was the first attempt of the first boss in Nighthold, and luckily we managed to kill it. Again, very important, just make sure you have your Bloodgazer hatchling out to get credit and do not die. Now, presumably this can be done in Looking for Raid like the others. I don't see why it wouldn't be able to be completed in Looking for Raid. So when that releases, that's always an option for you. So for our last step, we have to complete 3 pet battle world quests, but this time we have to use our Bloodgazer along with 2 beast pets. I'm using the Zandalari Ankle Render and Knee Biter because you just can't go wrong with those. They are amazing. So they shouldn't be too hard. Obviously the difficulty is ramped up a bit because these are pet battle world quests and not just regular pets in the world. But once you've done that, you will now basically be given the quest for your mount. Obviously it's a daily quest, so you'll have to either log over or wait till the next day. But this will be your last quest for the mount, so you want to pick it up. And then obviously what you want to do is we're going to be flying back to Azuna. You want to go back to the very start of the video where you found the orphan. And when you arrive, you will find an injured matriarch. You just want to click it, click the bandage option, complete quest, and there you have it. Here is your Predatory Bloodgazer and the 3rd Falcosaur mount that I have obtained. Now, that's pretty much the end of the video and the end of the guide. Now, you might notice that this is a bit different to the previous ones. The previous 2, I had text sort of detailing every step briefly, just so that you could read the screen. I just kind of thought that it wasn't really necessary, and it was blocking the screen a bit, and it wasn't really that informative. So I decided to ditch that and just stick to my voice this time. But, like I said, that's the end of the video. I really do hope this guide helped. Be sure to subscribe for some more Warcraft guides, and I will be doing the Direbeak very soon. That's all for this one. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.